Fanatics Fest is the real deal experience. Oh my God, Jake Paul, the kids love him. And then you have the legend, Mike Tyson.
I got Jake Paul knocking him out.
I love Mike Tyson. He's got
Iron Mike Tyson.
Jake Paul had been training tirelessly for this moment. He bounced on his feet, working angles and staying light on his toes, exude after months of hype, jaw-dropping face-off, and heated social media exchanges. The unthinkable happened. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. The showdown took place at the legendary AT&T Arena in Arlington, Texas, and it didn't disappoint. Jake Paul entered the ring brimming with confidence, boldly taking the center as if unfazed by the legendary Iron Mike Tyson. Tyson, however, remained calm and composed, his experience evident in his measured stance. Paul started strong, using his height and quick jabs to keep Tyson at bay, showing surprising skill. But in round 6, Tyson's iconic power came roaring back, delivering a game-changing blow. The bell rang, and the stadium erupted in pure excitement. The fight was a clash of eras, and for fans, it was everything they'd hoped for. Energy and focus. But Mike Tyson wasn't about to sit back and watch. With calculated precision, Tyson began inching closer, methodically closing the distance to get inside Jake's range. By the middle of the round, the tension was palpable. Jake landed a few solid shots, showcasing his skill, but they barely fazed Tyson. Toward the end of the round, Tyson exploded with a quick combination to Jake's body, igniting the crowd. Jake stayed composed, but it was clear he was already feeling the weight of Tyson's power. The round ended with both fighters still on their feet, but the intensity was undeniable. In round 2, Jake turned up the aggression, determined to make his mark early if he wanted any hope of prevailing. Jake Paul focused on using his jab more effectively, keeping Tyson at a distance and even landing a solid overhand right that brought the crowd to their feet. But Tyson, ever the seasoned veteran, remained unfazed. He took a calculated approach, slipping Jake's punches and steadily closing the gap. Working his way inside, Tyson targeted Jake's body with hooks, clearly aiming to sap his energy. Early in the round, Jake's defense shone as he avoided any devastating shots, showing impressive composure. However, Tyson's relentless pressure began to take its toll. His ability to cut off the ring and corner Jake was a masterclass in boxing IQ. Jake stayed on the move, but his breathing grew heavier as the round progressed. Tyson's punches were starting to land with greater effect, and though Jake was still fighting smart, the momentum was clearly shifting in Tyson's favor. As round 3 began, Jake Paul knew he had to act fast. He couldn't let Mike Tyson dictate the pace, so he ramped up his aggression, throwing rapid combinations to overwhelm Tyson with speed and volume. For a moment, it seemed to work. Jake landed solid shots, including a sharp right cross that caught Tyson's attention. But Tyson, unfazed by the pressure, started walking Jake down, absorbing lighter punches and countering with devastating hooks to the body. Midway through the round, Tyson delivered a brutal left hook to Jake's ribs, visibly rattling him. Jake winced briefly but fought to shake it off. Tyson's timing was masterful. Every time Jake tried to reset and launch a combination, Tyson slipped inside and landed crushing body shots or a thunderous overhand right. The crowd roared as Tyson's dominance began to take hold. Jake Paul was doing his best to stay in the fight, but Tyson's relentless pace and punishing power were clearly taking their toll. By the end of round 3, Jake was still on his feet, but Tyson had firmly seized control of the bout. As round 4 began, the signs of fatigue started to show on Jake. His footwork slowed just enough for Tyson, ever the predator, to capitalize. Tyson pressed forward with more aggression, cutting off the ring and forcing Jake into difficult positions. To his credit, Jake didn't back down, continuing to throw punches, but they no longer carried the same power or precision. Tyson, however, was biding his time, bobbing and weaving like a man half his age. He slipped past Jake's jabs and moved in close to unleash his signature power shots. Around the 2-minute mark, Tyson landed a devastating uppercut that rocked Jake, sending shockwaves through the arena. Jake stumbled but managed to stay on his feet, demonstrating incredible resilience. The crowd was electric, sensing a knockout could be imminent. By the round's end, Jake was in survival mode, frequently clinching Tyson to avoid further punishment. With another monster punch, it was clear Jake Paul was beginning to grasp just how dangerous Mike Tyson still is, even at this stage in his career. As round 5 began, Jake looked like he was running on borrowed time. His energy levels were visibly depleted, while Tyson kept coming forward with that trademark menacing intensity. Jake tried to hold Tyson off with jabs and the occasional flurry, but Tyson was relentless, sensing the end was near. Midway through the round, Tyson unleashed a ferocious assault. Pinning Jake against the ropes, he let loose a combination that left the entire arena gasping. Jake managed to cover up and absorb most of the blows, but a brutal hook to the body sent him reeling. Tyson followed it up with a lightning-fast right hand to the temple. Somehow, Jake stayed standing, showing incredible heart, but it was clear his tank was empty. Tyson continued to press, landing short hooks and uppercuts on the inside. Jake's strategy had shifted from trying to win to simply surviving. By the end of the round, Jake was visibly worse for wear, but managed to make it to the bell. The crowd roared, knowing it was only a matter of time before Tyson's power would prove too much. Then came round 6, and that's when it all ended. Tyson, laser-focused, moved in for the finish. Jake Paul tried to fend off the heavyweight legend with wild punches, but Tyson dodged them effortlessly, his eyes locked on the target. About a minute into the round, Tyson saw his opening. Jake let his guard drop for just a split second, and that was all Tyson needed. With a devastating right hook, he crashed into Jake's jaw, sending him sprawling to the canvas. The arena erupted in chaos as Jake tried to get up, but his legs refused to cooperate. The referee began the count. Jake made it to his knees but couldn't beat the 10 count. Mike Tyson had knocked Jake Paul out cold. The fight was over, and Tyson had once again proven his power is timeless. At 58, he still possessed the ability to take down a fighter in his prime. Jake Paul had put up a valiant effort, but against Iron Mike, it simply wasn't enough. As medical staff rushed to check on Jake, Tyson stood in the center of the ring, his arm raised in victory. Fans roared, chanting his name as the legend of Mike Tyson grew even larger. The internet erupted with reactions, cementing this fight as one of the most unforgettable moments in boxing history. The knockout of Jake Paul sent the internet into a frenzy. Fans, celebrities, and fighters couldn't stop talking about it. Twitter and Instagram were flooded with memes, hashtags, and hot takes. The hashtags Bashar Jake Paul KO and Naha Iron Mike Forever trended worldwide, as Tyson once again proved why he's the GOAT. Boxing fans were buzzing, saying things like, "Father Time doesn't exist for Mike," and joking that Jake Paul officially entered the Shadow Realm. The memes were next level, comparing Jake's fall to cartoon knockouts and video game deaths. Jake Paul's haters had a field day, reveling in the moment they'd been waiting for. The fight cemented Tyson's timeless dominance and gave fans plenty to talk about for weeks. The reactions to Jake Paul's knockout were just as wild as the fight itself. Celebrities wasted no time chiming in, and their takes were savage. Drake, a vocal observer of Jake's career, tweeted, "Never bet against a legend." Snoop Dogg posted a clip of the knockout with the caption, "Lights out, young blood." Even Shaquille O'Neal joined in, saying, "Mike Tyson still got that dog in him." The fight world lit up with shock, excitement, and endless chatter about Tyson's timeless power. So, what was your reaction to the knockout? Did you see it coming, or were you just as stunned as everyone else? Drop a comment and let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to Round 13 for more updates.